I'm about to myself.
Holy I'm clenching. Holy
I actually almost just died. What is going on, you guys? 821 Mayo here. I'm sweating. I just got done recording this video that you're about to watch, and let me tell you something. It is an absolute heater of a video, okay? The VOD review series, all right? Everyone knows it. Everyone loves it. It's kind of my little staple, my little niche, all right? We're gonna be changing it up, okay? So if you guys enjoyed the video, get a laugh, get a kicker, all right? Also, by the way, I leave a little bit in the middle of the video because I had to go take a shit. All right, it was intense. So make sure you guys watch until then because I just watch, all right? But I'm sweating, as you can tell. Very intense video all the way through. But let me know how you guys enjoy it. The new style, trying to spice it up, you know. Things were getting a little stale, all right? So let me know how you like it by leaving a like and a comment down below in the description, all right? Not the description, in the comment section. There we go. But that's all I got for you guys, all right? Enjoy the video, and I'll see you, okay? Bye. All right, so one thing with the map cafe that a lot of people miss out on is once you start kind of inserting yourself into the map, dropping the hatches, your ace is currently opening the top red wall. This is where it's very crucial and important that you guys have someone on the skylight, because if you don't, that's going to allow the defenders to rotate in and out of new hatch, cigar, freeze, or cocktail. Like, you can do a lot of rotation, or sorry, you have a lot of rotation abilities rather when nobody is on the skylight, and as a defender you realize that. So make sure you always have that kind of staple of your attack on attacking cocktail bar, that you have someone on the skylight. I quickly want to mention that 50% of you watching right now are not subscribed. Subscribing helps me grow, lets me know what content you like, and a dog gets one pet for every sub. There's also links to all of my social media down below, as well as a link to my coaching where I have over 40 monthly clients who are all satisfied. Find all of the info you need and more by clicking the link to my Patreon and scrolling to the bottom of the page. And yes, I do coach console players.
That's mute. That was pixel.
That was a good job there. I really like what you're doing here. You're kind of getting the information you need. You're doing a very, very good job of droning, getting information, doing a good job of keeping your drones alive, which is something that's really important with droning and just in general is a lot of people kind of throw their drones into areas of the map where they either know someone is, or there's no reason for them to drone it. They lose the drone and now they can't really help the team out in terms of information anymore. So I really like the way that you're using your drones. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying to not change it up, but keep doing what you're doing. And also the way that you're kind of working the map with the information that you're being given, you're doing a very good job of that as well. So two things that I'm liking what I'm seeing you do. So kind of keep, make sure that you're on that same track. Your teammate burping. I like the vertical play, I do, but a little bit of a pet peeve and an issue that I'm seeing with your vertical play is that you're peeking directly after, and you might be peeking them for the picks because it is a 3v5 right now. You guys do need some sort of equalizer on the man advantage here, but I would say you making two holes and then peeking both of them isn't really a good decision, because I mean, you can even see here mute is on the board. I'm gonna assume that there's probably gonna be another nitro as well. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Maybe on a Valk or whatever it might be. Big thing is kind of making these vertical holes and then peeking them right after. Makes it very easy for a defender to pinpoint your location, nitro sell you. See, that's what I'm talking about there. So Lucy has the nitro. But either way, very important that you kind of learn from that mistake and understand not the proper way to do vertical play, but I guess a more mainstream way, a safer way, I guess you could say. I'm about to myself.
Holy I'm clenching. Holy
I actually almost just died. I left half my body in the bathroom. Holy moly. Oh my god. I'm back. I had to fight 3 grizzly bears, 2 chickens, and I had to cut down 3 trees to get back here. So like the video for the YouTube algorithm. I almost just myself too. I don't know what got into me. Man, I had to fight World War I, World War II, the Great Depression. Oh my god. I was fighting for my life in that bathroom. Anyways, back to the video. Dapper, put how long I was gone for up on the screen. So my biggest thing with that round there, and what you just died to is that you were a little bit too safe, or you felt a little bit too safe, too comfortable upstairs. Always be on alert, especially when you're roaming, you're that far away from the bomb site, and you're doing something you just did the round previously of kind of playing those windows with the VO cams. Kind of make sure that you're always on edge, you're always on your toes, so that way you don't get caught off guard. I will say in a situation like this here, in a position where there's pretty limited time, there's, you know, a minute left for the attackers, you have a sledge doing pretty significant vertical play above you guys, but a huge thing that's kind of being overlooked here by you is the bakery wall is still electrified, still being denied. So you need to use that to your advantage, kind of play the prep window as long as you can, because it's such a crucial piece of map control. For this attack, your prep wall is open, so you're pretty much gonna have to go prone on the prep window, and then maybe ask your teammates that are playing backside like bunker and sinks and all that to kind of help you from their positions. But either way, kind of playing prep, you have the ADSs to support you, so that way you know if they start burning, that might be a nade coming your direction or whatever it might be. Those are good shots there. That's a huge read under the sledge, because that tells you that the vertical player is dead. But to kind of wrap up with you, I would say that a couple things that you should work on is maybe your positioning, kind of understanding why you're playing a position and how to play it more impactfully. I guess if that's a word. Just be more impactful from a position is what I mean. Also, I really like what you do with your drones and the way you work a map on an attack. Try to get your defense up a little bit more. You know, I just mentioned it a moment ago, kind of that positioning and also decision making, being able to decipher information like this sledge here, who was playing vertically just a moment ago, but then you see him in prep. That tells you that the sledge has rotated off the vertical play, which most likely means that there's no vertical player being positioned upstairs for the holes that are, you know, above you, right? So just little stuff like that can really take you a long way in terms of ranking and how well you can play. But other than that, I really like to see kind of the stuff that you do and what you're good with. And honestly, just keep sticking with what you're doing. All right, let's say we got another VOD here. Okay, so right off the bat here, I would definitely try your hardest to have a teammate like the Malusi or the Rook, or the Vigil as well. Those three operators can bring impacts, and one of them most definitely did bring them. So kind of try to ask, you know, hey, can I get a rotate? Can I get some sort of line of sight, something to help me while I'm playing Rafters? Because being forced through the Rafters window is not a good thing.
Kate, I'm watching your trench right now.
Okay, so what I'm seeing here so far, you're playing Rafters, you're kind of going back and forth, but I would say that the way that you should play Rafters, just speaking from experience, you kind of want to play with what you're given, and you're doing a really good job of that, but you're extending a little bit too much into areas where you don't really need to be peeking or holding. Example, the top red stairs, you have a Malusi looking directly at it and kind of playing in that area. So I would say that, you know, maybe try to think about what you want to hold, where you want to look, and you know what you're hearing and stuff, because you have a guy in lounge right now, and you've been kind of going back and forth between that and, you know, garage door and garage window. So make sure you're kind of more zoned in on what actually matters.
This is the last one.
You killed one in... I think he's in B hatch. Yeah.
I'm watching
Ooh.
the stairs.
That's super unfortunate. Yeah,
We have diffuser.
as soon as you see your teammate die here, or even have the call come out, just trust the call. Like, you had plenty of time to reposition. I know that you kind of want to play the off angle. You want to have the element of surprise, but ultimately you didn't here. And especially in a situation where the Habana has a pretty decent amount of time, 40 seconds, and you guys are in a 1v2 situation, you know, it can clearly go from a 2v1 into a 1v1 really fast. So make sure that you guys are playing together, playing for the refrag, and you don't allow something like this to happen where you consciously make the decision that you probably know isn't really the best decision. Does that make sense? Oh, it's hot in my room. It's so hot. I'm actively sweating.
We have a man. Don't play too aggro.
I think one's.
All right, so here, I understand what you're trying to do here. But you can clearly see that your smoke is also looking in that general area. And he's going to be the first point of contact, so you should use him as kind of like a beacon, so to speak. And, you know, allow him to give you that information whenever someone does contest that blue area. So just so that way you're not both looking in the same direction. That's pretty inefficient in terms of what you could be holding. Like, for example here, they just opened kitchen hatch. I don't believe anyone's looking kitchen. And, you know, you're in dirt. That's a very crucial position for a kitchen attack. So you playing close to dirt door, kind of listening for the audio cues of the drop, and then you kind of swing out dirt door.
It's definitely on main stairs.
Time expires in 10 seconds.
That's diffuser. They have no time.
In moto.
4 remaining.
Ooh, yeah.
Drop kitchen.
See how there you kind of... You just kind of have to be more conscious of what's happening and what your teammates are looking at. I know you want to hold blue because it works out somewhat well last round. But just because something works out once doesn't mean it's always going to work out again. And I think that might be a little bit of an example of what I mean. Also kind of evaluating what's happening during the round, so that way you can be in the best position you can be in and serve the most amount of an impact and a positive impact, I should say, for your team and for the round. Does that make sense? So what I mean by that is playing close dirt door, listening for the audio cues, as I said, because that Hibana pretty much got to drop scot-free, and you peeked and you died. So you see what I'm saying there?
I wouldn't mind doing that because I had the same kid 3 times that would just stay with you, and he wouldn't.
Okay, that's a pretty big issue there. You're using your Lance launcher, I believe it's called, your Cali explosive, pretty early, to the point where nobody can really respond in terms of hard breach utility on the wall. You always want to make sure that your hard breacher, your you know, whoever you're getting the bandits off for in this situation, he's ready, because if he's not, that's pretty much wasted utility, right? Oh no, you just saw someone cross.
My shot's off.
Already got one.
You should be calling out here that Jaeger is in garage. Yeah, see.
Yeah,
Oh,
I kill.
I did not realize that there was a claimer on that. You got pretty lucky. I was under the
Right
impression
here
that there
on
was
ping,
no
it's
claimer on
caged.
that at all. All right, so big thing that I'm seeing kind of not
Right here on ping. it's
happening.
caged.
When you guys open something, you have to make sure that you actively have at least a gun on a breach or some sort of information. Because what can happen here, and trust me guys, it's happened to me so many times, especially on this map and this attack. You know, this guy dies or nobody's looking there. It's just a complete mess. And now the defenders can retake CC. They can swing the Zofia CC window. Like, there's a lot of issues that can come just from someone not holding an angle. So I want to make it very clear, whether it's, you know, whatever map it is. If you have a significant angle into the bomb site in terms of hard breaching or just an overall very impactful angle that you can hold, make sure you're holding it and make sure you're taking advantage of it. Because if you don't, you allow the defenders to rotate in and out of that angle, retake pieces of map control, and it's something you definitely don't want to do as an attacker, is retake a piece of map control that you've already taken away. That is something that you can avoid very easily, and it's just a waste of time and resources by that point to retake something that you've already taken.
I shouldn't have said anything.
He's in workout. Sorry. There's a rotate right there, Cali though.
I tagged him.
Okay, one thing I do want to say though, if you're going to be playing Cali, you're not Chris Kyle, you're not a f***ing sniper, whip out the secondary. There's no reason that you should be using the sniper in this close of proximity. There's just no reason at all. I don't care if you're Bolo, I don't care if you have the best aim in the game, I don't care, because you're going to whiff a shot that you could have avoided whiffing, and a death you could have avoided by whiffing your shot if you just use the secondary.
Who doesn't watch 21 Mayo or Garfield as Doc?
Hey, Pug.
I don't.
Never heard of either of those.
Oh, Sag. Alright, this round is kind of chalk, to be honest with you. I'll let it play out just cuz, but
Yo,
it's a
leave that
5v2
alive.
match point. Yeah, okay, so overall, I think you're on a pretty decent track with your playstyle. I would say that maybe spend a little bit more time on the basics of the game, kind of building your foundation. I feel as if a lot of players, especially lower ranking players, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but lower skilled players in that lower skill bracket, they expect too much of themselves because they watch players that are better than them and they want to be like those players that they watch, and then they take that same expectation and kind of apply it to themselves in terms of skill. Does that make sense? So I would say kind of learn the basics a little bit more, spend some time on yourself, make sure that you're creating good habits at the beginning, because you don't want to be, you know, a year or two into playing the game and now you have all these bad habits that you need to fix. You want to replace those with good habits at the beginning. It will take you down the road much more efficiently in terms of skill. You won't be running into as many hiccups as an individual. So yeah, just making sure that you're kind of learning the foundation, building upon it, and creating good habits, I would say, are the biggest things that you should focus on. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys enjoyed or learned anything new, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, let me know down in the comments how you guys liked this new style of VOD reviews. And, you know, if you guys enjoy it, a little bit more faster pace, a little bit more straight to the action type of style, and I also can get through multiple VODs at once. So just let me know down in the comments, and also by leaving a like if you guys enjoy the style. I also want to mention before I go, there are links to all of my social media down below in the description, so make sure you guys go check those out. There's also a link to my coaching, and yes, I do coach console players. There's a VOD review, there's a coaching session, there's different hours, different times, you know, everything you need to know can be found in my bug. God damn it. Don't you guys just hate summer? There's a whole ass bug on my light right now. Hold on, give me a sec. You guys see him? Look at him. What's good with this? Bugs. The summer. It's hot as in this room. I can't run my AC because I'm recording a video. What was I saying? Oh yeah, coaching. Hey. Go check out the coaching. Also, go check out the Wichita Wolves, as I'm a content creator for them. So make sure you guys go show them some love. There's a link to them down below in the description. But with all of that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. What a great intro, right? Am I right?